The
Yeah.
solution you did was really cool.
Excuse
Yeah.
me for interrupting, gentlemen, but we got a program here, and I'd like to wish happy Feliz Año Nuevo, everybody, stargazers, combining our greetings. My name's Ronnie Heron from the board of the Santa Barbara Astronomical Unit. That's our town's longtime astrophysics and telescope club. Proudly hosting our club's Monday morning YouTube blog using Zoom, which we call the SBAU Astro Hour. This will be number 254 for January 5th through the 11th of the brand new year 2026. 2026. The group I'm about to introduce you to have been kicking this cutting edge cosmology stuff around faithfully for over 5.5 years. About to start our number 6 year in just 2 months. One of our original 6 participants didn't make it to the new year, as we still mourn the loss of our cosmic colleague, longtime member Bruce Murdoch, who passed away almost 3 weeks ago on December 18th. Here's what we'll be talking about today. For this first week of the new year, our planetary roundup has to focus, I guess, mainly on the outer gas planets. Our smaller inner rocky bodies, if you will, are buried in sunlight. Hey there, we're looking at Saturn's moon, Titan, through the Webb telescope, methane clouds everywhere. One of our regular comets will be swinging through the inner solar system in late April. And behind all the winter overcast and rain, which I think is done, maybe not, our moon got full. And doggone if it's not baying back at the animals who howl in the wild down here on Earth. Before the full wolf moon rises, we want to find the Perseus cluster of galaxies. We're going to focus on a lovely double star this week, Cassiopeia, called Ada. You may know the summer triangle, but you ever heard of the winter hexagon? And according to Saturday's New York Times, get this, the original Roman calendar had 10 months, March to December. What we now call January and February were dark, unnamed expanse of dark days, useless to agriculture or state military. January got named after the god Janus, the god of beginnings. Speaking of beginnings, let's talk to our group here, and I'll introduce you to our incredible commander in chief and the head lecture professor for each week, Jerry Wilson, beloved president.
Good morning, everybody, and good morning to my sister Joyce and my grandkids, Riley and Calvin.
I haven't looked, but I have a feeling you're going to break a record if you haven't already for the longest term as president. You're pushing on 10 years, getting reelected. And First Lady is his lovely wife, Pat, who's a big supporter of mine. Speaking of Pat as a wife, here's Pat's wife, Chuck McPartland, an incredible outreach coordinator. Still hoping for the best for Vladimir Zelensky with the flag behind him. He's in charge of the incredible events. I guess more than half the year you guys are out. And Pat is our incredible treasurer and merchandise manager. Tom Whittemore joined us, editor of our newsletter. Used to hold court out at Westmont College as an incredible science instructor. And he had his own lab. And he, I guess, doesn't dream about it anymore. Maureen is your wife. How's she doing?
Just fine. Yeah.
You guys getting all kinds of stuff growing around your house now following these rains? Been a wet
Beet,
winter.
chard, beets, kale,
I'll bet. And watching and still
fava
looking for birds as a bird.
Yeah, we had a tough day on Saturday because of the rains. The latest we normally get well over 200 bird species, and I went out in the rain with my friend, and we got 19 species inside of a half an hour. But it was raining buckets. I mean, it was amazing. Last I heard was 175 for the count.
Is this the
Really?
Christmas bird count?
Yeah, it was pretty hairy. We were out at the golf course, Glen Annie. That's where we did it. Obviously, a lot of water birds.
Yeah.
Where the heck can they go other than trees? Wouldn't just get rained on and set up there, but you can't see them, I guess.
Well, we have binoculars, and so we there's a bridge out there you can stand on and look. We got ruddy ducks, coots rather, great blue heron, great egret. A lot of nice species. A number of birds that like to tweet in the reeds.
So when you say that you got something like a count of 200, is that
Yeah.
individual birds or bird species?
Bird species.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Individual birds would, you would quadruple that, easily. Yeah.
How many of them do you know the scientific name of?
Many.
Many? Okay, I'm sure you
I,
do.
I mostly, I think my value for the group is I know a lot of bird songs. And so I
Okay,
don't have to see the bird. I can say that's a that and that's a that. So that's just
all right. We got a great bird watcher society. We also got a great resident lens and telescope expert who's going to be doing one of our in-house member speeches in December. Tim Crawford is on the screen because he just held us in rapture for 5 minutes, talking like he's going to talk in front of the group.
Yeah, he's half
Group.
Italian. He's
That's
half
right.
Italian. What do you want?
And his wife is Karen. So welcome aboard. We start the show with the silly tunes. Jerry's tunes that he sends us, and I think we got 8 or 9, and they're all great. So here we go. We'll just pick and choose. Speaking of birds, you want to enlarge that, Mr. Prez? Whittemore, did you see this one?
No, I don't remember this one. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
a
explain it
murder
to
of
us.
crows. A murder of crows.
Want to report a murder?
It's a prank call.
Does the word have any tie-in to killing at all, or is it just a totally different definition?
Oh, it's just what some people got together and decided that's what a group of crows should be called.
They had nothing else to do. They just sat around with their sherry and made up
Came-
things.
Yeah.
came
And
up with
there's
words.
owls come in parliaments. Pretty
Kidding me,
crazy.
really?
Yeah, Parliament of owls.
Yeah, there's a lot of words. Okay, Chuck, you want to run us through this one?
Okay, this is somebody obviously doing maintenance, looking into a problem, looking up through a hole at the top of this lab. And the scientist or whoever is saying, is it a wiring problem? And then you see that it's actually an interdimensional problem. And the lady says, I think it might be a little more complicated than that.
That's pretty good.
And this defines the mathematical term modulo.
Yeah.
I thought maybe the two ladies were entangled quantum-wise or something, but we're not talking about Schrodinger's box here, are we?
No.
No dead cat. How about you, Mr. President? Tell us here.
All Keplerian orbits are conic sections. For example, this one uses the base of the cone.
That's really weird.
No. This
Okay.
one took me a while before I got it.
Okay, like that satellite would go in that direction. Okay. Throw another one up. These are, uh-oh. Yeah, every one of these basically says the same thing. If you can't read it, did I write it down? It's a truthful horoscope, let's say, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
The positions of the moon and planets do not determine your personality or future unless you plan to observe these objects in the sky.
Yeah, they all say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's another one from a group called Information is Beautiful, where they went to like 4,000 newspapers around the world that had horoscopes in them. And they took all the horoscopes and took all the words and stuck them together with an algorithm that took the most used words and pasted them together and made a generic horoscope prediction that's good for everybody, similar to that,
Uh-huh.
I think what we should change is our sign. I'm going to tell people my sign is yield.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take this one. Scientists discovered parallel universes, folks. In all of them, your keys, I'm afraid, are still missing. I'm sorry. So are those socks. All right, Tom Whittemore, lead us through this one.
In Star Wars, anyone can hop in any spaceship and knows how to fly it. I
Okay.
just spent 20 minutes trying to find the headlights in a rental car.
Yeah.
That's true. You're right. Warp speed engage, Mr. President.
What's that?
You want to do this one?
Okay. Me. My wife got me a telescope for Christmas. Neighbor. Nice. I know, I watched you guys open everything.
Pretty
And your wife has a nice birthmark on her stomach, I noticed. Okay,
Oh,
here we go. You're going to have to enlarge this a little bit. But these two scientists in the laboratory, right after the rubber band was invented back on October 23rd, 1927. We had our first twang rubber band test.
Yeah, yeah.
Got it right
Nice
in the
sound
nose.
effect, Ron.
Hmm.
That's right.
Okay,
Wonder
I
about
guess
the
that's
history of
it.
rubber. What?
That's it.
What? But who invented the rubber band? Does anybody know? Chuck, you might.
Good year. I don't know.
Discovered that sap coming out of a tree could become stretchable and
That's a good question. I'll look it up sometime.
okay.
So Ron, what happens when a frozen rubber band warms up?
Last aside, I have no idea what, Tom.
It contracts. Try it.
If what?
It contracts. You should try that. I used to show that to my science students.
Yeah, most things expand when they get hot.
Right.
Rubber shrinks when it gets hot.
That's right.
And also that plastic that you wrap around electronic connectors and stuff, you blast some hot air over it.
Yeah,
That
shrink
shrink
yeah.
wrap, it's called.
Heat shrink tubing. Mhm.
I think the most amazing thing is that water becomes lighter as a solid than it is when it's liquid. Is that the only compound or element that does that?
No, there's others too.
Yeah.
Here you go, guys. Stephen Perry was the 19th century British inventor and businessman credited with the invention of the rubber band.
Hmm.
Or just rubber in general? It wasn't made
His
in
corporation was Messrs. Perry and Company, rubber manufacturers of London, which made early products of vulcanized rubber, only recently perfected by Charles Goodyear in 1839.
I thought the rubber band was Gumby and his fellow
Yeah.
musicians.
Yeah. But anyway, Stephen Perry. There you go.
Pretty good.
You suppose they went for loops connected
Yeah.
from the get-go? I don't know. We're in the night sky, Mr. President, as a lecturer now of this incredible astrophysics
We're
class.
working through our weekly planet roundup. We haven't covered planets in a while. And so the first three planets, as you mentioned in our introduction, Mercury, Venus, and Mars are in the glare of the sun. So you're only going to see them at great risk to eyes and health. So we're going to move on to the next one out past Mars, Jupiter.
Mhm.
This is working its way through Gemini,
Mhm.
the twins.
Jerry, may I make a comment on
course.
Jupiter? It's really been fun to watch. So in the middle of the summer, and say my birthday in July, Jupiter was right at the belly button of the two twins, the belly button they share. Okay. And then slowly it's been migrating since July down towards Cancer the Crab, which is below on your screen. But I've noticed in the last couple of weeks, Jupiter's gone up, okay, in retrograde motion. So that makes sense because Jupiter was at opposition recently. And so we were just kind of whipping by looking at Jupiter. But I think now Jupiter might be going back towards Cancer the Crab. It might be going down. It was really beautiful last night watching it. And then the nearly full moon below this whole complex here was really gorgeous. It was really pretty last night.
Our rain clouds cleared up last night. We got
Yeah, it was a really pretty night, Jerry.
Yeah.
Huh.
So anyway,
Chuck, am I right? Is Jupiter back into prograde?
I haven't been following it, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's really fun to watch, because it was right in the middle of Gemini in like July, right in the middle.
But none of those gas giants have the same magnitudes as the inner Rockies, even though we're smaller down here, right?
say that again.
They're all dimmer.
No.
Jupiter's brighter than heck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Jupiter's the next brightest after Venus.
After Venus, it's really bright. It's minus 2 point something, I think.
Jupiter?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's
That's
very
where
bright.
they are in their orbit respect to us.
Mhm.
How many astronomical units is it out there? It's 10,
5.
5.2?
5.2.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It's big.
Yeah, it's huge. Of course, it's a huge planet. So
heard that.
Jupiter along with Venus is occasionally claimed as a UFO.
Yeah.
right.
It's got to be fairly bright.
I heard that Jupiter was the Donald Trump of the solar system, so we now know it's the big kahuna.
Big gas bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially Venus has been misinterpreted as a UFO because it's often on the horizon, when
Yeah.
planes are coming in.
There was actually a convoy going across in World War II that
Oh,
opened
yeah, I heard
fire
about
on
that.
Venus.
Yeah,
You're kidding me.
I read about that. I wasn't
Yeah.
there, but I read about it.
Yeah.
I wonder if they hit it.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is a good part of the sky. The
Mhm.
twins are nice, Castor and Pollux. This is the part of shoulder of, or I guess this is officially the armpit of Orion.
Mhm.
And down here is the Eskimo Nebula.
And Wasatch
Out of-
up above it.
What's that?
What's that?
What's
That's
that?
it. The star above there is an indicator for me. It's just like that commercial where the guy goes, "What's up?"
What's that? Yeah.
And for people with binoculars, if you go over towards Orion, Misa is just a beautiful. There's a lot of stars around Misa. It's right the head,
The head of Orion.
the very head, right there. That's really pretty. It's really pretty.
Oh,
Yeah. Binoculars.
And the crab you were talking about is the constellation down out of the frame here.
Yeah.
Talking about last time.
Technically, my astrological sign, but the sun was in Gemini when I was born.
So you were born in early June.
July, mid-July.
I thought
So
after,
they call me Cancer the Crab. They call me,
yeah,
astrological.
mine's late June and it's Cancer. And
Yeah.
after Cancer comes Leo.
Right.
Yeah.
But Jerry, I will guarantee you, the day you were born, the sun was in Gemini.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, when
Could have
does that,
been.
Because you and I are within a couple of weeks of one another,
Yeah.
but many years, of course.
you keep talking about Ophiuchus. Does it ever get any restraint or
That's
respect?
Chuck's sign. That's Chuck's sign.
Ophiuchus, the 13th?
Mm-hmm.
The serpent
And
bear.
Where
Chuck's
is
a
it?
December baby.
Yeah.
Really? It's in between Capricorn and Aries?
No.
No.
No, no. It's
No, Scorpius and Sagittarius in that area.
right. It's
The sun
kind of
spends
above
more time.
Scorpius. Above Scorpius.
Yeah, the sun spends more time in Ophiuchus than it does in Scorpius.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what's the rendering? If it's not a bird or a ram or a crab,
It's Ophiuchus, the serpent bear.
He
It
holds a
represents
serpent.
Aesculapius. It's a big
Right.
Greek physician holding a snake.
Right.
got it.
ooh.
And the snake he holds, Ron, is Serpens, which is another constellation.
I
Wow.
think
Which
I
used to
think
be
it'd
two, right? I mean, lately they've been treating it as one, but used to be the head and the tail were separate constellations.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to be an Ophiucan.
The Kaput and the Cauda.
So
Yeah.
there's 88 constellations, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That's Tom Totten's favorite question for people out at star parties.
Yeah.
There are
How many
88
keys on a
official
piano?
constellations.
Same
Right.
number of keys on a piano.
How
Interesting.
many keys on a piano? How fast did the DeLorean have to go?
How many teeth does a porpoise have?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is this big white blob on the screen, Jerry?
It's a washed out Jupiter.
Oh, watch out. Okay. That's my cue.
Okay, we're going to redo it, folks, and put in the strata or whatever those bands are called. Maybe the big red spots in there somewhere. Oh my God, there's
Not
a
in
black
that view.
cat. That invisible black cat that haunts your house keeps popping on the screen there, Chuck.
Oh, wow, that's really different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There you go.
This is a picture of a taken by an amateur.
Through a 70 millimeter. So
Wow.
less than
It's
3-inch
a 6
telescope.
or 8-inch telescope at very high power in a decent,
Yeah, it must be.
decent night. He shot it with an iPhone through the eyepiece of an 8-inch Dobsonian telescope in 2021.
Well, there's a good chance within 5 hours you'll see the red spot on Jupiter, right?
I think it's right there.
Oh, it's there?
Now,
Okay.
It looks
this is
like
one
it,
of the
but-
Galilean moons, and this is the shadow of that moon on there.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
So you can see things with very little or primitive equipment.
Huh.
And that contrasts with, oops,
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we're through with that software.
The web has a little better picture of Jupiter. It's a little bigger and more detailed, but you were going to go to Titan, weren't you, with a web picture?
No, to a better picture of Jupiter.
Oh, we're going to, here we go.
That's washed out too.
Okay, I'll try it again on the other stuff. Oops.
I don't
Okay,
understand this washed out phenomenon.
yeah. No,
Why
it's
did it
not
do this? Supposed to be in a new AI controlled wonder time of technology that would eliminate all of that.
You should look at spaceweather.com today. They have an image where this amateur took a picture of the International Space Station. And then he called up some of this new AI Astro processing software.
Yeah.
And he said, remove scratches and colorize. And it came up with this totally fantastic picture of the International Space Station montaged together from actual like spacecraft images, with structures that weren't in his image at all. So you got to be careful with some of those AI processing tools.
The beginning of the end, folks, from AI.
Okay, this is a larger amateur scope. This was taken by Christopher Go on December 24th with the shadow of Callisto was crossing the planet. And let's see,
That's how it's pronounced. It's not
the second-
Callisto.
I say Callisto.
okay, Callisto.
You say potato.
Yeah.
You say
Jerry,
potato. I say potato. Let's call the whole thing.
Whole thing off.
Jerry, you've shared a lot of Christopher Go's stuff in the workshop, I believe. He does really neat stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
Tim, he's apparently a go-to guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's one of the top 3 planetary photographers that I access.
He's
Okay.
from Cebu in the Philippines, which is the same place Edgar's from.
Oh,
Okay.
I'll be darned.
Well, does the little volcanic moon Io, is it big enough to cast a shadow we can see like this one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Each of the Galilean moons will cast a shadow. This is
Okay.
Callisto, and this is Callisto's shadow. And these 2 pictures were taken 43 minutes apart.
So Ron, what can you get if our moon casts a shadow?
Ooh. I wonder what the eclipses are like on
There you
Jupiter.
go, solar eclipse.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
Well, is it turning right to left? Same as we are? All the planets are turning east to west, aren't they?
These features are moving this way.
Yeah, and so does the shadow, it looks like.
Yeah.
That makes sense. The moon would go in the same direction, Jerry.
Yeah. See, here's a white spot right there, and there it is down there.
Yeah.
Okay,
these
yeah,
are-
and the
these
moon
are-
move.
These are 3 dark spots, and those are the same 3 dark spots.
Mhm.
Well, then that's turning the opposite way the Earth turns, isn't it?
It's turning this way. I don't know which way the Earth would turn on here if you're looking at it. If you want it to go the other way, you just turn your camera over.
Actually, it is turning the same way. I'm sorry, I got it backwards. The Earth is
Okay.
going west to east.
Okay.
Got it. Good old Jupiter. What would we do without him?
yeah, really.
Maybe
I don't think we
right?
would.
Well, it's a mixed bag. It tosses some stuff our way too.
Really. And some planets we refer to as masculine, and others, like Venus, are feminine, aren't they?
Mhm.
Mercury's masculine. Mother Earth is feminine.
Right.
Mars is definitely a male.
Mhm.
Saturn? What is Saturn? I wonder.
Male.
Is that a male? Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, but that ring makes it look very.
It changes from language to language.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, it's a very annoying feature of German, for example, of trying to remember the feminine, masculine, or neuter articles in front of each
Well,
noun.
well,
Like in English, we have ships being feminine. In German, they have ships being masculine. So
well, in
And the moon
Spanish,
is masculine in German, I believe.
the what?
The moon is masculine in German.
Yeah,
I don't
Der
remember
Mond.
that
Der
one.
Mond, you're right, Chuck.
In
And it's,
Spanish, the articles leading into nouns are either masculine or feminine.
yeah, but in
Un or
German, they
una.
have a neuter one too.
Do they? Didn't,
Yeah, das. Der, die, and das.
Right.
Anyway, this is early in the evening, about 8 o'clock. Actually, it's about 3 hours after it gets dark. This shows Neptune, which you will not see with your naked eye, and Saturn, which you will, although it's not that spectacular.
Yeah, it's getting pretty low, Jerry,
Yeah.
nowadays. Yeah.
So let's see. This is Aquarius. This is West. Yeah, so this is getting
Towards the southwest.
yeah, Southwest.
What do you think time this is? Is this late? Is this early evening?
Yeah, 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Yeah. We noticed last night how low Saturn was at 9. It was almost setting.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be down here, so in this
Mhm.
planetarium thing. And these
Bummer, I only got about 2 good nights with Saturn.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, we're going to be clear the rest of this week, I understand.
Yeah.
Although the moon is just past full, so you're not going to see a lot of faint fuzzies.
well,
This,
who does those red line connections? Who makes those designs?
Anybody who wants to.
yeah. I'm
There's
trying
gotta
to
be
figure
a-
out a way to get to change them in this because I don't agree. These are not the way I learned them.
This
What?
looks like some of these are the H.A. Ray drawings.
Okay.
Huh.
But
Gotta be
anyway,
a-
these red blotches here are asteroids
oh,
Oh.
really?
in this planetarium software. This is the Sky 6.
They colorized them red because they don't look that way in space normally, do they? They look
Oh,
that
it's just a color code here.
It's
Got
just
it.
a marker. It really doesn't represent what you'd see.
Hey, Tom, is that Sculptor Galaxy? Is that 253?
Yeah.
Yeah, 253.
The
Silver
silver
dollar.
coin. Yeah.
Boy, we got a
So-
great view through Tom's 18-inch up there at the Star Party up north.
Yeah,
That-
it was
that was-
it was at a CalStar many years ago.
Yeah, CalStar, and you had 253. I've never seen it since that good. It was unbelievable.
Yeah. You see the speckling in the dust lane. It was pretty
Well,
nice.
that's the Lake San Antonio has a really good south view.
Right.
Anyway, this is one of the easiest constellations to find when it's up.
Yep.
The Great Square of Pegasus, Markab, Homan, Baham, and Enough.
somehow that makes a horse.
Well, he's standing on his head right now.
Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Enough is his nose, Ron.
Oh, is that right?
Mhm.
Venus is in Pegasus?
No, Enough is his nose.
Oh, Enith. Oh,
See it? It's on the lower right in the picture.
Yeah.
ENIF.
Yeah.
got it. Okay.
And that M15 is a globular cluster there, and it's pretty bright. And apparently you can see it with naked eye if you're in a really, really dark place because there's an Arab story that there's a fly by the nose of the horse.
Okay.
Oh, wow, neat.
But when you guys look at the sky and you see an asteroid, you wouldn't know it's an asteroid until after a while of watching it. It'd move, wouldn't it?
That's
Mhm.
correct. Yes, that's how you spot them. I can just picture these guys laying around on their blankets in the desert at night with the camels off to the side, and they're just bullshitting each other about what the stars mean.
Yeah.
Well, that bullshit came into 88
Yep.
constellations, didn't it? Fabulous.
Now,
Aha.
this is an amateur view of
Saturn.
Saturn that needs to buy better equipment.
Okay, I thought the rings went out further than that.
The imager Astro Creo, he aimed a cell phone, through the eyepiece of a 70 millimeter alt azimuth refractor for this shot of Saturn on its opposition night on September 21 of 2022. I guess the year isn't given there. So the night of September 21 to 22. 3 of its moons join in from upper right, the Titan, Tethys, and Dione. So this is Titan,
Mhm.
which is it's just about as far as I can see with my 5-inch refractor. It's a really sharp, tiny red pinpoint of light. And the rest of these things I'm not able to pick out from stars.
Well, I should know this, but is it bigger than our moon?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, I
bigger
thought
than
that.
Mercury.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Man,
This is Saturn imaged by Christopher Goh on November 29th of 2025. The ring inclination is very close to minimum, which happened the previous March of 2025.
And the
You know,
shadow of the
Jerry,
ring, look at that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Jerry, years ago up at the gun club, about 2 a.m, Joe Doyle asked me over to the telescope, his 18, and he had a view not as good as this, obviously, but the coloring and the shadows, they were really like this. I was blown away. I've never seen
yeah.
an image of that. I mean, a, a real view like that night. It just filled the eyepiece like this.
I thought you were going to say he hit it edge on when the rings disappear and it starts to
No,
look like a normal planet.
no, it was tilted, and the shadow of the ring on the planet was just spectacular, and the coloring was just amazing.
And that was the time before you looked, he asked you which was your good eye, right?
Oh yeah, he did. He said, "What's your good eye?" And I said, "Neither one." And he said, "Come on, man. What is the one you use?" And I said, "The right." And he says, "Then use the left." And after I looked at it, I understood why. Because after I got away from the eyepiece, there was just a big white bulb in my eye, in my vision, because it was brighter than the full moon. It was really, really bright.
Well, what's the prognosis in the long term of the rings? Are they going to gradually get sucked up by the planet or go away in time?
Yep, in about 3 billion years or so.
And they'll do it by just falling into Saturn
Yeah.
planet. Wow, all that ice. Interesting.
This is
Well,
obviously at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. And this is Uranus, aka Doug. And it is also, it's near Taurus. This is the bull with Aldebaran there. And it's in a very rich region of the sky. So there's lots of cluster things to look at and lots of other things when the moon gets farther into its past last quarter. Then this will be a very interesting site to look at. We're not going to do Pluto because Pluto has been demoted temporarily, but we'll get it back, I'm sure.
Well, it's one of the leaders of the dwarfs. Wouldn't it be great if we had 7 dwarf planets and that was it? And
And we got upstaged on that by, what is it, Tet? Oh, I've forgotten the name.
well, then we'd
I'm having a senior moment on the TRAPPIST system. That's it, TRAPPIST.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm having senior hours.
There
Isn't
was
that at a restaurant?
Yeah. There was a funny scene you guys reminded me of in a movie called 50 First Dates. And this Hawaiian guy is sitting at a booth in a restaurant and someone looks at him and one of his eyes is white because he's blind in that eye. And they said, "What happened to your eyes?" And he looked and he pointed to it and he says, "That's my good eye."
Yeah.
Okay, now what we're going to do is look at not Kepler. JWST took a lot of time looking at
Titan.
Titan, the large moon. These are all from Earth or Earth orbit, not all of them. Some of them are from satellites. But what they're doing is they're watching weather, cloud formation. Titan is the only other moon that has an active I want to say water system, but it's not. It's a liquid system. They have lakes of hydrocarbons, and it forms clouds and it rains. And they're able to spot from these photos, believe it or not, they're able to spot wind effects and cloud formation. This is in the infrared. This is in visible. These bright spots here are clouds, they claim, and it lets them look at different depths in the atmosphere. This is from July 2023. They did this in 2023 and I believe July 2023 and earlier 2022, doing a detailed study. Now, this is a representation of how it's a combination of things. It's how the Titan may look to a human eye from space, not too close or it'd be sharper. But these are taken by the James Webb Telescope. These are taken by the Keck Telescope on the Earth in the 2023 era. They use what is that? Adaptive optics to get sharper images. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, so you can equal what we get from lunar orbit, because that's where the Webb is right near the moon, or 1,000,000 miles, and that's it's out farther than the moon, but yeah. So we can equal that from the ground in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Unless the volcanoes take over.
Yeah, there was just Haleakala was erupting again and spewing lava like 1,400 feet up.
Yeah, it's very dramatic.
Yeah, you don't want to be on the helicopter tour when that happens.
No, when I was there in 2004, that thing was completely dormant. We walked down into the bottom of the caldera and it was just rock.
Oh, wow.
So.
Can I ask a question about oxygen?
Yes.
It's rare, is it not, on moons and exoplanets because it requires life pretty much to make it?
No.
If there were oxygen on Titan, suddenly one bolt of lightning would probably make it an inferno with that methane, wouldn't it? If there
That's
were
the
oxygen.
thing. It's not that you need life to make oxygen. It's that you need life to continue to produce oxygen to keep, because it's not in balance. It's a very reactive atom, and so it tends to burn to basically combine with other things. And so the fact that you find free oxygen is a hint that something's out of balance.
Right.
But oxygen will combine with every one of those many, many different molecules representing different, parts of oil, petroleum, methane, butane, propane, kerosene. It all combines with oxygen, doesn't it?
Right. And Ron, just to back up Chuck, in German, the word for oxygen is Stickstoff. It's stuff that sticks to things.
Yeah.
Stickstoff.
Really?
That's not a joke. That's for real.
That's real. No, hydrogen is Sauerstoff, sour stuff.
Wow. Yeah, they got some colorful words in German that we can have fun with.
Pretty creative language.
Why the different colors on here?
I'm glad you asked. These are combinations meant to mimic what the human eye would see, and it shows the atmosphere and the surface at the same time, both using Keck data and using Webb data. This is the different altitudes in the atmosphere. This is the troposphere and the stratosphere. And this is a cloud formation there. North is up in these pictures, and this is the first view of clouds in the northern hemisphere of Titan. Before they've been spotted in the southern hemisphere.
And so those are different infrared wavelengths that look down different depths into the atmosphere.
Yes.
Is the troposphere deeper, Jerry, than the stratosphere?
I think it's higher, isn't it?
Is it? I thought the stratosphere was the highest.
I don't know. Stratosphere is where you fly, high altitude jets. So I was thinking troposphere might be higher, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna plead ignorance there too.
But are all 6 infrared or just the 4 on the right?
They're
the color.
These are infrared.
Right.
But these are near infrared. These are farther infrared, but it's taken with a more infrared capable camera. And these are visible and infrared to show you, to mix, to try and mimic the human look, what a human eye would see.
Do we have any telescopes out there getting stuff in ultraviolet?
Yes, we do.
Hope
We
you're
have-
not hearing that.
We have them in X-ray too.
Well, although they're getting canceled left and right.
Yeah. Hang on, I gotta silence Tarzan here.
Stratosphere is higher than the troposphere.
Okay.
That would be my guess, just from the Latin. Yeah.
Ah,
Now I have to switch because it thinks this is the last slide.
What's thinking that? An AI sitting there running your machine?
no, it's
no.
just the way they're stored in the software.
Yeah, natural stupidity is running this one. Let's see. Okay, we'll
Guess we're
try
gonna have-
this.
Guess we're gonna have to get used to the 5 of us on the screen.
Share. Okay,
Ah, there, that's good. That's really good.
okay.
Aha.
Now we're going to go to the next. Oops, gonna move that.
Webb and the Keck. Close, aren't they? Similar. God, there's so much out there. How in the world do they allot any time for any singular item?
Yeah. Yeah, their time is really limited.
So this might have been what, an overnight for the Webb, or a couple hours, or
Hmm.
can they just focus it and snap a picture and it's over in 2 minutes, 5 minutes?
Yeah, they can do fairly short exposures.
Can they? Wow. But the Keck is aground.
Yeah.
But high up.
And 30 feet across.
Okay, it's Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
In fact, I think Crystal Martin referred to that telescope in her talk Friday night, didn't she?
Yeah.
She's worked there. Okay.
Okay, I think we've got it conquered here. Whoops. I screwed up my own background.
It's interesting. Your chair is now taking over.
Yeah. Okay, so we got that.
So the Han Solo on the left of the screen there got us through the asteroid belt. Thank you, Commander.
Okay. Now this is from the Cassini spacecraft.
Ah,
So parts of this are very sharp. You can see land masses down here. You can see clouds on this side. When you look laterally through the atmosphere, the haze, it's really smog-like, and so you lose transparency. Best transparency is straight down. Here you can see land and lakes surrounding it, and going up into the mountains and having lakes and rivers. So that's its weather cycle. And then
so the dark spots, the dark splotches are methane lakes and rivers.
Yes.
yeah,
Well, answer me this. Answer me this. It's flowing as a liquid, but it would be the temperature that would make water total solid ice, wouldn't it?
The rocks there are water ice.
yeah. Ice
I'm
is
talking about the temperature of the flowing methane liquid.
Yes.
What do you think the temperature is? Minus
Minus
what?
300.
Good Lord, really? It stays liquid that long?
Well, those organic molecules, if you've ever been alone in a lab with liquid nitrogen at night and bored of your experiment, you start playing with things. And so I would dip ethane in liquid nitrogen, and it produces a nice little slug of something that looks like a jelly bean without any candy on it. And you put it out on the desk, and it slowly just oozes back. The point is there's no melting point. It just becomes less and less viscous.
But is there a limit? Is there a point? What if it got so cold it would go solid on us?
Yes,
Would that be under?
Yeah,
It wouldn't. It wouldn't be like water becoming. Okay, got it.
water freezes at a temperature. Organic
32.
molecules like alcohol do not. They just get stiffer and stiffer and stiffer until finally you guess, yeah, they're a solid. And these are ethane and methane. And so that's the same stuff. So these might not be, if you think of a sea, these might not be like a water ocean that has that lack of resistance to flow. So these things are probably fairly sticky and gooey. They do form waves, and the waves do erode the coastlines.
Okay, and there's no strange Andromeda strain life there, I assume. And
Nope,
There
nobody
could be.
knows. Nobody knows
think-
that.
ooh. Well, we got a
It
lot
would
to
be
look
really slow moving.
Yeah. So when science doesn't know something lately, they tend to put the word dark in front of it.
Yeah.
So if there's no life, we don't know there's life on Titan, that would be dark life.
So dark energy, dark matter, we don't have a clue.
We have clues. We have no answer.
We can't see either of them. But then we can't see our own atmosphere either. We're in it.
Well, we can see the effects of it. We can
Yeah.
see it wiggle at night, and it makes our stars dance in our telescopes.
Right. And even on Mars, which is a 1% of ours. This is Titan's atmosphere, huh?
This is proposed chemistry in Titan's atmosphere. The Titan has a thick nitrogen atmosphere, just like we do. Our atmosphere on Earth is primarily nitrogen. It's 20% oxygen and a trace amount part per million of CO2 and a bit of one of the noble gases. I think it's argon at a couple percent. This is nitrogen with CH4 and CH3 methyl radicals. And that forms when sunlight breaks apart the methane.
Well, can I ask the question? You were talking about nitrogen. On our planet, nitrogen is great for the plants, and it's in our bloodstream. As you said, it's mostly there in the atmosphere. Does it do any good for us? Does our body need nitrogen for anything other than just?
I don't know. Sometimes it might be like roughage in food. You don't absorb it directly, but it has some beneficial effect.
I think a lot of vitamins have nitrogen compounds in them.
Yeah. I know if you scuba dive and you go too deep, the nitrogen component in your scuba tanks under pressure acts like a narcotic.
Well, you're talking about the bends, but why is that the
no,
only?
that's not the bends. The bends are not the narcotic effect you get from nitrogen under pressure. The bends are your blood dissolves nitrogen. And then when you come up, if you don't let your blood shed the nitrogen, then the nitrogen expands in bubbles in your blood, and the blood clogs in your capillaries, and you get mini strokes all over your body.
But why is that the only element in the blood that does it? Why doesn't hydrogen and oxygen and other
gases?
Does
any dissolved gas will do that.
Yeah.
But oxygen is not dissolved in the fluid of the blood, the plasma, like nitrogen is. Oxygen is bound to the iron in your red blood cells.
Okay, so nitrogen is just flowing as free-form atoms among all those platelets.
Yeah, it's floating around in your blood.
Plants love it.
Yes. Why does that hurt us? What's the big deal about? So what if it turns into gas?
Well, it forms gas bubbles in your veins when you rise up and go into lower pressure.
I know that, but why is that bad? What does that do to us?
Oh, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
The bubbles in your blood will kill you.
It blow things apart? Does it just expand? I guess.
Well, no, it interacts with your red, like Jerry said, you get clots and all kinds of stuff going on.
Yeah, that's really bad, Ronnie. There's divers we had on the ship that came up too quick, and we had to send them down for hours.
Yeah,
I heard about
try
that.
and redissolve it before parts of their body died.
And it's only nitrogen. Okay.
No, people, I think that they used to torture people by injecting, air into their blood.
And when it reaches the heart, poof, you're gone. I
Yeah,
heard about the way to
yeah.
murder somebody. I don't understand that either.
You went to a different high school than I did. We didn't torture people. Anyway,
But this was from Trump's blog.
yeah, yeah. This is the nitrogen. These are nitrogen. These are organic materials, CH4. And here, sunlight, or not sunlight, but radiation, electrons from the magnetic field of Jupiter break the molecule apart here, and they form methane. And then the methane comes out of the atmosphere as raindrops shown here, and will eventually form a lake.
Huh.
Oh, you're right. But there are rivers and creeks and ponds just like
Yep.
on Earth.
Yep, and tide pools.
Wow.
And this is an artist
Damn it.
rendition of NASA's Dragonfly mission to the surface of Titan.
Oh, there we go.
Which is supposed to launch in July. We'll see.
Yeah,
That's what I was actually going to ask you if they still had a mission.
Yeah.
Our old friend, what was his name? Used to do the balloons.
Julian Knott.
Julian Knott. They wanted Julian Knott to fly a balloon just over the surface
mhm.
of Titan.
Is this a super drone or those spinning propellers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it looks like it's got what, 4 rotors, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's got a propeller on the top and the bottom one. And
Wow.
the fact that it's got this thing sticking out the back, that's typically a radioisotope nuclear power supply.
Looks like a large June bug about to
Yeah.
land on Titan.
Yeah, the scale is not given, but I think this is about probably 6 or 8 feet in length.
Wow. Wow.
What's the name? You gave us the name and I missed it. What's it called?
Dragonfly.
Oh, dragonfly. Okay. I said June bug, but of course, the toy makers are going to want a small version made of plastic for every Christmas here on Earth once that
Oh,
goes.
next Christmas that we having these under the Christmas trees for kids.
And it'll actually fly.
Yeah, yeah.
I got to tell you,
That's really neat. I was going to ask you about that.
Okay. Now, this is a new comet that they've just discovered that might become visible, might not. It's called R3 Pan-STARRS. So this is projecting, this is the orbit of it. It's right here right now. So it's between Mercury and Venus orbit. This is where the comet is now. This is the Earth. So it's near the sun for us. So we're not going to see it for a while. We're going around, whether we're above the plane or below the plane, we might be going this way. So anyway, we're going to get separation from it. And at some point, we're going to be near its orbit, maybe not it. But in April of 2026, this year, it should be, it was discovered on September 8, 2025. And
this is the map for April, this diagram.
Yes.
When it gets
there it says 427. This is where Pan-STARRS will be relative to the Earth in April. It'll be well in our sky.
Well, as it gets close to the sun, does its tail get really crazy and long and huge? Because obviously there's a lot of heat going on there. That's closer.
Yeah, no specific recommendation for this comet in specifics, but all of them develop a tail the closer they get, generally.
Yeah. And then if they're small enough, they'd probably disappear or get sucked up by the sun or obliterated.
So we're speculating that this is going to be, could possibly prove to be the brightest comet of 2026. It's also the only one known right now for projected ahead. It could reach magnitude 8 at its brightest, which of course is not visible to the human eye. Can't see past 6 from a country pasture. But others suspect or calculate that it may become magnitude 2.5.
Wow. But unlike CI Atlas, our interstellar visitor, it's way far away, right? It didn't come in this close.
No, it was as far away as Mars was
Mars.
closer to it than we were.
Oh, okay.
And this is a look at it at the in the Great Square of Pegasus, which we saw the other earlier. Pan-STARRS will be right at this point on, it doesn't have the date on there. It's in the caption, April 13, 2026. It has in the caption here 2025, but I think that's wrong.
Yeah.
And it's early morning, of course.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just risen in the morning.
Tom's hour.
Yeah.
And there's enough or enough.
There's the nose.
String of things going down there.
Neck of the horse.
And that Alpheratz to Shiat, that's the way up that I do a star hop to go to Andromeda. So Andromeda is probably up left.
Is Enif inside a constellation?
Yeah.
It's
Enif
part of
is the nose
Pegasus.
of Pegasus, the horse.
Flying horse.
That's the first time I've ever heard that name.
No, down left. It's down left.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enif.
Yeah.
Is that Arabic? Enif?
Yes. I think it does mean nose.
Really?
Yeah.
Now
Okay.
this
Almost.
I get my stuff from primarily the space.com and Astronomy Magazine and the Sky and Telescope. Astronomy Magazine claimed that this is a good time to look at bright things, not fuzzy, faint fuzzies. And so they offered up as the bright star for this time period is Eta Cas.
Okay.
And it's in
Right above Shadar there.
Yeah. It's right above
Letter-
the
there you go.
There's the Greek letter Eta.
Mm-hmm.
There's the star.
It's past tense for Eta.
Eta, yeah. Swallowed it.
That sounds
So I called it the bright wait a second, I closed my notes here.
Eta is Greek, though, isn't it?
Yes,
Yes,
Eta is part of the
It's a
Greek
Greek letter. Greek letter.
Ate a little
alphabet.
cheddar
Bright
cheese.
Eta Cas, but it's not very bright. It is a third magnitude star, and its companion, it's a double star. Its companion is seventh magnitude, so you're not going to spot this easily.
Huh.
This is a
Well-
picture of that double star, and it's barely resolved. This is the star itself, and there's a little lobe right there.
Mhm.
What?
It's a close double, and this thing isn't splitting it.
Yeah, this view is not splitting it. So there's
Oh.
the main star there, there's the secondary star there. They're contrasting colors, and this is not like other contrasting colors of blue and gold. This one is white and yellow. So it, visually in a scope, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
If you resolve the two.
Do they ever get them far enough apart to tell them
Oh
apart?
yeah, that's just how much you magnify it. You can arrange your camera differently and split these. I think it's 11 arc seconds between the two
Oh,
stars.
okay.
And, and we could see that at the star party Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing here is that one is very bright and the other is very dim. So you're going to have a problem with that.
Oh, I'll use my good eye.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, I don't know if we have time to pursue this. We're down to the end, but do you suppose a big part of the fact that we have doubles, binaries, and trinaries is because of incoming colliding galaxies, most of whom can miss each other, but some of them come close enough and just start spinning around each other?
No, that's a really tough way
Yeah.
to get orbits.
It's impossible. It's a junior level mechanics problem, but it's impossible for two objects to capture each other. You have to slow those two objects down, and somehow the objects have to transfer the excess speed to a third object, which is then thrown away. And then the two objects will now start orbiting each other. So it has to be a three-body problem. But these things, I think, as Chuck is alluding to, have to happen not when galaxies collide, but when stars form.
Well, that was my thought. When they form in the nebula and gas and stuff, they wouldn't, unless they're close together. If we had another solar system forming right next to ours, we'd be part of a binary, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen much. Well, interesting. Maybe a
We
future.
could have, if our early history had been a little different, we could have a double star system with Jupiter being the second star.
Well, that happened in 2010.
I think Jupiter needs about 10 times more mass and it would become a red dwarf or something.
Did you guys see the Odyssey, Space Odyssey 2010 with Roy Scheider?
Yeah.
And the spinning, I guess, what, Discovery? Was that the name of the spaceship going around and around? And Jupiter became a star.
Yeah.
We're all stars. There's 5 of us left, but you did good. My God. Let's
wait, we got one more topic we can cover in the remaining zero minutes.
Okay. We can
Just
go
to
over.
point out the winter hexagon. You start at Sirius, you go up to Rigel, you go up to Aldebaran, you go over to Capella, then you go down here to Castor and Pollux as one point, and then you go down to Procyon, and then you come back to Sirius.
Right. Jerry, if you view this as a clock, Betelgeuse is right in the middle.
Yeah, Betelgeuse is the center.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Center of a clock, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I see Sirius there. Is XM next to it? Never mind, you guys don't know. Well, let's do it again. Doggone it, we're approaching rapidly that 6th year in 2 months. And this Saturday will be our star party at the museum. I have a feeling we'll have good weather permitting. Lots of other club events. Anything pending this week, Mr. Outreach?
No, the star party's the first thing. Then there's Westmont, and then there's Telescope Tuesday.
Telescope Tuesday is now after Westmont's third Friday?
It's on third Tuesdays now.
So it's right before, both in the same week.
No, Westmont comes first, and then Telescope Tuesday.
I thought Westmont was third Friday.
It is.
Yes, it is.
It's the 16th this year in January.
Third Tuesday would be before third Friday, wouldn't it?
Nope. Not if your month started after Tuesday.
Right.
I knew that. I was just trying to fake you out. Number 255 next week, and we'll see you Monday, January 20th or 12th. This Saturday we'll also have our meeting. And here's how we say, old acquaintance be forgotten. How do we say goodbye?